Hi, it's been a very long time since I have done anything of the nature. I haven't really been in the mood. Been working on a lot of different things and also just haven't had the energy. But still we push because things still have to get done. I'm going to be getting ready because I feel like I've been looking like this for far too long. I have been getting cute for the past couple days. My hair hasn't been done in about maybe 2 months. I've been washing it and things, but I need to do my hair too, but that won't be happening today. That's a task for another day. Right now we're just going to be doing a nice little beat because a nice little beat is what I need. I need something that reminds me, oh girl, you're real cute. So that's what I'm doing today. It's been a minute since I've done this, like a full kind of beat. So I feel like my skills may not be all the way up there where they need to be, but we're gonna try. I probably should have did a little bit of skin prep, but it's okay. We're all right. Everything's going to be just fine and work out. And the thing about it is, sometimes I think when I'm recording a video, I can say this stuff, but I need to be hearing this to myself on a not on camera kind of way. I think that if I continue to, vlog and just speak to the camera a little bit more, then I can slowly start to reintegrate that into my life. But I just haven't been feeling it, honestly. I haven't. And so we're just going to be really cute. It's the summertime and I really don't wear a lot of makeup in the summer. I just do as needed be. Like if I have a dark mark here or there, or I'll put on a little blush, fill in my brows and do a little, I do blush, brows, mascara, and then I keep it pushing. And I don't know, I feel like I need to be cute. Being cute is gonna make me feel better. And I think another thing is I don't really have places to go because I have moved from my community, and so I just feel extra lonely. I think lonely is a good word. I do enjoy spending time alone. I do enjoy having my own space and just being by myself. But sometimes I need to be around friends. I need to be around people who get me. And that has been happening as of late. So, I don't know. It's okay though. I think that I have been really enjoying Love Island lately. Well, enjoying is really just a relative way to speak about it because this season has been quite the roller coaster. I feel like there's so many discussions, and every year there's so many discussions when it comes to Love Island. I feel like there's always something to dissect and something to really break down about the intricacy of and how life is in this current moment. It's truly a small pool of what's really happening. And I think that people who are dating in this time can really see that, especially with the way that things are, going and explaining. I feel like words are escaping me at the moment because I always have so much to say about Love Island, literally so much. I think that there's so many different dynamics, between racial dynamics, between relational, between male and female, or women and men rather. I don't know why I said male and female, but there's so many different expectations and call outs, and even things from the perspective of how dating should be. All of it's just so interesting, and we get to see it on a smaller scale in something like Love Island, even though this is a show where producers are creating storylines based off of the things that they see. I wouldn't necessarily say it's realistic, but it's realistic in which they're just bringing certain things to the surface, certain ideas and things they think that will create views and conversation and things of that nature. I have a lot of thoughts on the situation between Casey and Anaya, but there's been so much conversation surrounding it that it's almost like I don't even want to discuss that anymore, because I feel like there's a lot of people who are on social media who kind of really don't understand nuance and what nuance is, and how there's a lot of gray area and how a lot of things overlap. And then there's the people who just can't see past them liking someone. It's like, oh, this person could never do any wrong. And it's also like, no, they can do wrong, but you can still like them. You cannot agree with someone's actions, but still have love for them. And I think sometimes that gets a little lost in the fact that there are hundreds, if not maybe millions, of people who are also watching this show, who are also trying to be a part of the conversation. It's just all very interesting, and a lot of it really just makes me look at people differently and how they are interpreting and understanding things. I think that a lot of people sometimes don't see the wrong in their actions, and sometimes don't even realize that they're acting the way that they're acting. I think a lot of people also do understand the way that they're acting, and they just don't care. There are certain people on the show who I was like, oh no, get this person out my villa, I don't like them. But then as they continue to be a part of the show and we see their personalities a little bit more, it's like, oh wait, hold on. Because I think I am experiencing that with someone like Corbin. I was completely convinced that man is ChatGPT. I was completely convinced that that man, he just, what in the world? What are you really talking about? And I wasn't understanding. But now I think I am understanding him a little bit more. He is just the type of person who knows who he is, and you could take it or leave it, but this is me. And he knows that about himself, and he also has no problem with saying how much he understanding where he went wrong in a situation, and he can see that clearly. He's like, oh, I understand why Kenzie felt that way. And then there's certain things that he does. Wait, he's low-key hilarious. Ladies, I don't know, he's kind of growing on me. And then there's people who liked from the beginning, but then their actions, well, hold up, I don't know that I like you anymore. Having more, what's the word, knowledge, and seeing the way that you interact with people and seeing your personality over this time, these days that you are in this villa. It's, wait, I don't actually like you, I was wrong. And I think a lot of that, one of the things that I take from watching Love Island is that I put it back on myself and I reflect about the way that I go about things and how I experience things. And one of the things that I have noticed, that it's okay to have your opinion change about things with more information. You don't have to be stuck in one thought process about something, and that's okay. I think sometimes, me personally, I get really, if I've made a decision about something, I want to stick with that decision for as long as possible. But it's okay to have a different decision or opinion about something because you've got more information, and sometimes that can bleed over into something like relationships, and it's like you feel like you can't let somebody go because of your feelings, but you gained more information. And so it's like, actually, because of this new information, I don't like you that much. Why am I making myself feel like I have to still like you, or I have to still feel the same way I once felt about you? And you don't have to feel that way about whoever it is, whatever it is. And so with someone like Casey, who I really liked in the beginning. He made himself to really appear a certain way. And then as more things kept being revealed, it's like, wait a minute, I don't think that I like you. And that is okay. It's okay to have that experience. It's okay to feel that way. And as I am having that experience in real time of, oh, I don't really like KC anymore, with this person who I may have been friends with, I actually don't like the way that you interact with people. I don't like the way that you interact with me. And I don't have to still be friends with you. And it's like, yes, people know that. Yes, people understand that. But sometimes the messiness of it all, or the relationship, or the proximity, or whatever it is, I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be rude. But as I am growing older and becoming different, or maybe not different, but becoming more mature, actually, I don't have to like you. Actually, you can leave. Actually, I don't have to put up with this. And that is okay. I don't think that I realized that, and maybe a lot of people can have people-pleasing tendencies where it's like, I don't really want to hate anyone. Is that necessarily people-pleasing, or is that just like who I am? I genuinely want to get along with everybody. I genuinely want the world to be literally one big happy family, but I'm also understanding that it's just probably not going to be that way. I probably am not going to like everyone, and everybody is probably not going to like me, and I don't have to make that a thing. I don't have to make everyone like me or see that I am a wonderful, beautiful person who's extremely loving and wants the best. No, I don't have to do that. And the older that I get, the more I'm like, who cares? Get out of here. No one asked you. And so I think it makes it easier to choose the best thing for yourself. Back to Love Island. Kenzie and her clam slams is getting out of control. It's literally getting insane. Girl, what's going on? Is every 2 seconds you want to bust into a split. What is that about? And I get that she was a dancer. I was a dancer too. I danced all through my formative years, but I have never felt the need to just be like, ooh, angry, bust into a split, mad, bust into a split, sad, bust into a split. What is really going on? Truthfully, I would like to know. I never know what Parmita is talking about. I genuinely have no idea. I don't know. I feel like she probably could be funny. I feel like to get along with Corbin a little piece, you gotta have a little funniness to you. And I feel like maybe we just don't see it or whatever. I couldn't tell you, but I feel like there's a little bit more to her that we just aren't seeing, or it's blocked by her accent. But sometimes the conversations that we do hear, if you can call them conversations, between Parmita and Corbin are a little, what's the word? I'll lose brain cells if I keep listening. That's almost how it feels. I lost track of my makeup. Where we going? That's a little odd to me, but it's okay. I'm not the one that's on Love Island, and I probably would never be on Love, not even probably, I would never be on Love Island because I am just not the type of person who likes all my business out there. And I also am not participating in these weird extra freaky games. That's not happening. I'm not with it. But I feel like the concept of being on vacation with people you've never met and are forming friendships and relationships and bonds with, I like that idea. I would do the Friendship Island. If they have Friendship Island, I would do that. And we have fun games. That would be cool. And there's different things to talk about and get to know people and not have to be forced to date them. Cool. I like that. But being forced to date these people and kiss everybody, no thank you. Like I said, it's been a minute since I've done a beat, and I honestly feel like every time that I'm doing makeup or whatever, I like am freestyling it because I feel like it changes every time. I feel like there are some things that are just the same that don't really change, which is like eyebrows or maybe blush placement or something like that, because it's like that's what I like that. But for everything else, we're winging it, babes. We are winging it. And I don't really like I love to see the really cute makeup looks and see how people are trying new things out and whatnot, but sometimes I just keep it real similar, keep it the same. This gold is really cute, and I love a really, I call it bronzy, but I guess it's just gonna be extra, what's the word, warm. I like an extra warm makeup look, but I don't really have bronzer. I just have brown makeup products because I am a black girl. I love a really dewy, sparkly, warm, kind of natural makeup look. I've been really into blush. I love a pink cheek, and I don't really have powder blushes, so I just go extra crazy on the what do you call it, liquid blush before I put all my powders on to tone it down some, because I don't want to do a super crazy blush look. But I've always been really into blush. Before I got actual blush, I used liquid lipstick, pink liquid lipstick, and it was matte. So when it dried down, it stayed, and I really like that. But I really love a bronzy gold kind of look. I have to make sure I bring my moles back, because sometimes I forget to do that, and it's like, girl, you look so weird. Something does not look how you usually look, and it's when I forget to put my moles back. But I feel like if I was on Love Island, my favorite part would be the getting ready part, because I do enjoy doing my makeup. I don't like doing it all the time. I'm not out all the time, need to put on makeup kind of person, but I do like putting on a beat. I feel like if I was in the villa, I definitely would be, what's the word, a lot of those days would be a no makeup kind of day. I think I would do the lightest makeup look ever, because first of all, the sun is beating down on us. Why do I need to have a face full of makeup? I would not want to do that at all. I think I still need to warm up my forehead more, but if I had really bronzy makeup, I would add that to this, especially to my forehead, because I feel like my, what do you call it, my concealer, I don't know, I used to get the same concealer, so I don't know why it just looks extra light. The shade has always worked for me, and now I'm not that much darker. I feel like for my summer shade, the fact that it's giving ashy a little bit to me, I don't like. And another thing that I like to do is really fade my brows out in the front. I don't like it to look like two boxes, just really harsh on my face. Don't like that look on other people either. Yeah. Let me put my moles back, and we're gonna set this, the lip. And like, you can't really see it, but I know that my actual mole is right here. So for it to not be there annoys me. I kind of want to put on liner, like liner on my eyes, but I think I only have black. Yeah, if I had a nice brown liner, I think that would look really cute for my eyes, but maybe we can still use the black. I genuinely don't know how people tight line their eyes all the time. Like, what point does your eye stop watering for the pigment to stay? Genuinely. But I love the look of like liner on people. I just don't know that I like the look of it on me, but we'll see. Because sometimes it migrates down. It's this. I also think I have one of those faces where it's like, no matter how much makeup I put on, it doesn't look like a lot of makeup. I don't know. I just got eyeliner on my eyeshadow. How annoying. This is gonna be as good as it gets with that one. Okay, I think that's all for that. I have my actual mascara that I use in my purse. So we're just gonna switch it up and use these other Wet n Wild ones. My favorite one is the Wet n Wild that's in the pink and green packaging. That is really my jam. I feel like it really gets everything. I love it. I feel like this mascara is not doing much, if anything, at all. I think that this mascara, Mega Wear, not that great. I think that I like this one more, and this is called Big Papa by Wet n Wild. I like this one. Okay, my finishing powder is also in my purse too, but I guess I'll grab that because it has my lip combo in there. Or actually, well, I still want to grab it. And it was at this moment that I realized I had nothing left to say. And so this whole time, I didn't say anything or a goodbye.